So I'm inside my son's room right now waiting for them to get out the tub. So that's all the noise that you hear in the background back there. Um, but I just wanted to come on here real quick to say this week has been very challenging because my children have been out of school for the whole entire week. Yes, I said the entire week. Now, this is not a holiday. Well, yes, for the Italian people, it's a holiday. But for us American people that uses the military base posts, that we're supposed to have 175 days of school. However, due to this whole coronavirus thing popping up, I have to tell y'all that my kids were out of school on Mondays. Supposed to go back to school on Wednesday, I believe. Get an email saying that they were out of school for the entire week. Now here it is Friday. I don't even know if they're going to go to school next week because of this whole situation. There has been outbreaks at a town near us. Actually, it's in one of my videos, the Padova marketplace. Yeah, that's where they found some outbreaks at, and currently they have found outbreaks other places around Italy, but not directly in my area, but just around Italy in general. So really, they're having my kids, to basically stay home, to stay basically quarantined, so you don't get chances of interacting with anybody that has the coronavirus. So pretty much this has been my whole week. Only time we went out, honestly, is to went grocery shopping. As you can see in that vlog, the place was packed with people trying to stock up because they don't know how long they're gonna be in the houses. And at the time, I didn't know what was going on, but it was like super crowded in the commissary. I'm like, this is a Sunday. It's never, ever, ever, ever this crowded. But apparently, they knew something I didn't know, which was that the kids did not have school that Monday, so they had to stock up their stuff. So now we, the parents, don't know what's going to happen on Monday. So I don't know. All I know is for this past week, my kids have been home from school, and I don't know if they're going back next week or anytime soon. So hopefully we get a message, because they have been giving us like updates with everything on the Facebook Live for the, garrison commander or whatever. They've been kind of interacting with us, letting us know, okay, well, this is what's going on. This is all the information that we know. We are, working with the Italian authorities, Italian people that run this type of situation. So I'm like, okay, well, hopefully they tell us something, because as a parent, one, I want to make sure my kids are safe. Two, I love them, but they need to go back to school. And three, I just really want this whole thing to be over with, because honestly, ain't nobody got time to be walking around. Like, I literally walk around and see people with the mask on their face, and I'm just like, I know why you're doing it, but to be in all honesty, like, you can try your best to try not to get whatever's going on out here, but it's a virus. The virus is in the air, and you can't really technically like keep yourself from getting stuff. Unfortunately, you try your best, and I understand the reasoning for having the mask on their faces, because you just don't want to take chances breathing in what could possibly be horrible to your body. So I understand that, but for the most part, with this whole situation occurring this past week, mainly the kids have been away from the high school. Away from the high school, middle school, and the elementary school, as well as the daycare center and things of that nature. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I wish somebody would tell me. I want to know for myself, for my sanity, for me, because as you can hear in the background, my children are uber loud. Okay, so that's my little rant for right now. I'm planning on doing a get to know me vlog really soon. Because I just need to get some stuff to, just to have a little moment to me to explain some stuff, to talk about some stuff, and you can get to know me through that. So I will catch you on the other vlog of the get to know me. So see you later. Hey y'all, so you saw my little insight on that night, talking about my kids not being in school because of the whole coronavirus situation. And come to find out, this coming Monday, as in tomorrow, they will not be in school again for another week. I believe they will be sending out like virtual assignments for the kids to do. So yeah, so I'm just sitting at my table, after I ate my little breakfast or whatnot, and just I was like, well, another week of school, it's precautions to be safer than sorry. So that's the whole reason for them being home again. But on another note, I am just learning things about myself that is shocking, but at the same time, it's good to be aware of yourself and be aware of how you are with certain things and people and stuff of that nature. It's raining outside. How convenient. It's raining outside. Anyways, so on this get to know me, basically, I just want to just talk about the fact that, as I'm getting older, I'm realizing a lot of things are not for me or not best for me. And you'll learn as you go out through life that things that you expect to happen doesn't, which is normal because life does not give you a manual on how to live. You have to live, and then that becomes your manual. Um, and I think for me at this time right now, it's just like I have to be able to let go of what is not best for me and let go of things that I cannot control. And I think that's one of my biggest problems is the fact that I want to be able to be in control, I'm sorry, so that way I feel sane, if that makes sense. Because when things are just everywhere, you're not yourself. But I remember someone saying, or this quote or quotes similar to this is in order to get comfortable, first you got to get uncomfortable. You got to get out of your safety circle and step out. And it's scary to step out of that comfort circle because it's been there all your life. It's been there. It's been, the place where you feel your safety. And when that safety no longer exists or you step out of that, because each and every one of us have to get out of our comfort zone and go off into the world. It's like, we're little baby birds and, we got to get up out that nest and we're going to fall more times than we actually fly until we, get it right. So that's how I feel about, just certain parts of my life in general. I just have to accept the things that I can't change and, do my best to be who I can be for myself and for my children. It's not easy, my daughter my daughter's like, mommy, when I get to be a mommy, it's gonna be so much easier. It's gonna be so easy, mommy, because you'll be doing so much and you don't have to do all of that. Like, but little does she know, I am still figuring out mommy. I'm still figuring out motherhood. at this age where she's at and my son, this is a whole new test for me. Every year they get older and every year it's a new thing. Like, I don't know. Um, I only am going by the guide in which my mother, my aunt, my grandmother have set before me. Does not mean their guides are exactly how I should do my children, because I don't really believe in everything that my mother and my aunt and my grandmother did to apply to my kids, but I do know that was my instruction manual, shall you say. And it's like, being a mom is the most beautiful, difficult job in the world. No employed job that you have on this earth is as challenging as being a mom. Being a mom, you are in a whole you in a whole sense of a different part of the world, but you're not alone, because you may be a first time mom and you feel like, oh my gosh, I can't. It's like, it's overwhelming. Little do you know, moms that have a 4-year-old and a 7-year-old still feel overwhelmed. It does not have no limitations upon age when the mom finally get to like sit back, slowly as they grow up. But at the same time, it's like, you're still going to be stalking your kid even when they get out your house, because you still want to make sure they're doing okay, but from a distance. And it's funny because, like, when she said that, I was like, baby, you have no idea the lengths and amount of prayer and patience and days where you got to just kind of just walk away to keep a sane mind it takes to be a mommy. I realized that my mom and my aunt and my grandmother, there were 3 strong women that had to do what they had to do. And I know now more than ever, it was hard to make these choices, hard to go throughout life, go throughout the day, and knowing in the back of their mind they have billions of things to do. But on the front end, you would never know that my mom may have cried the night before because something's not right, or cried before she seen me. I never knew if my aunt was having an emotional breakdown, because sometimes when you see her, you don't see that. The women in my life always displayed strength. Even at the weakest moments, they still displayed strength. And I think I embed that because as much as I want to like go in a corner and hide and close my eyes and just forget about the world, I can't, because I know I have children that even if I don't want to move for myself, I have to move for them. And it's scary and how angry I could be. I have to set aside how I feel and push forward for them, because at the end of the day, they are the reason that I have to keep going. I have watched my mom deal with so much stuff pertaining to my dad that I didn't quite understand, Like, is love really that? Like, is this what love is? I personally never had a good example of love or marriage. And in relationships, I always seem to have gotten the end of the short stick, and somehow they become Prince Charming for somebody else. But I'm like, over here, I'm like, hey, what about me? But those are all lessons in life that I had to go through in order to be who I am and where I am today. But I just know that being a mom, and this is for mommies, even if you are a new mommy, veteran mommy, we are soldiers in our own club of women. I know it's crazy, soldiers in a club, but we are united as one, no matter the age, the race, like we are one because all of us, once we became pregnant and had that baby inside that womb, became a different person because it transformed you to love outside yourself and pour into your child. And the pain that you got to go through for those 9 months and then delivering, woo, you know, it's just the fact that, you know what, all of that is just pain. But you know, it's also that weakness that's leaving your body as you're going through the transition of bringing life into this world. And as scary as it is, and yes, scary is like one of them, you know. We somehow or another have this superpower. We have this superpower that begins to take over us. And somehow or another we get this cape, and you start to feel like this powerful person because of your child that you brought into this world, the person that took the meaning of a heart and now you're holding it in your hands. Like, that is amazing. Like, God is awesome. You know, and even though, like I said, this me growing up, yes, I'm still growing up and learning about myself and learning about things and what I want in life, what I don't want in life, you know, just about finding happiness, and all of that is a part of the process of being me, but it's also a part of a process of being a mom, and just knowing that I'm constantly learning every day. Every day is a new lesson. So I have to actually talk myself down. Talk myself down to be like, hey, look, you can't control everything. And there's going to be days where you ain't going to have no control. But you can control your relationship with God. And you can control how you dictate your term of existence. You can control what you see for yourself within that moment, what you choose, should I say, to do. And I think that's one of my main points is I can't control my relationship with God. I can control me allowing him to enter into my life and continue to work on me, because I need that t-shirt that says I'm a work in progress, because I'm a work in progress. And I have to have that. If anything else, that comes before everything else. I need to have that. I have to control my relationship with God in order to just have sanity, just to have a little control over what I'm allowed to have. Because sometimes, and you know, God is funny. Because sometimes, you know, God allows you to see certain things, but you're not ready for it yet. It also reminds me of that story of Moses. You know, he showed them the promised land, but you know, you're not really allowed to go, homie. You did a good job or whatever, you know, brought the people out, you know, I parted the Red Sea, y'all went through, you know what I mean? You know, but you kind of slipped up when you tried to make claims upon the work that I did. So I'm gonna show you it, but you ain't going. that's the, you know, I just broke it down very simple. But no, God can sometimes show you things, and it lets you know, or in my sense, it lets me know that he does hear me. 2, he knows what's best for me. And 3, I know that he does have better things for me along my journey of life, but I'm not ready for those things yet because I still have to tackle what's in front of me first. I still have to go through the obstacle and learn my lesson for that in order to get to where he wants me to be. That greatness that he gave me a preview of, I have to get through this first to see that and go to that. So I have to control my relationship with God because by him being the GPS, I ain't never gonna get lost. But that's just my little get to know me, you know. So in conclusion, being a mom is hard. Life is hard. But even like I said before, when I'm down and feel like I can just pass out and just be like, oh, that's it, I'll quit, I'm done, I'm out. God, God reminds me that he knows all, he does all, he can do all. And impossible is not in his vocabulary. So pick yourself up. Yeah, you can cry. You can pout. Probably say some things you shouldn't do, or say some things you shouldn't say. And continue walking. Continue this journey because his footsteps are right behind me. And I have to just remind myself that, yeah, you're going to have rainy days because, okay, but that's also watering the beautiful plants that's later to grow. So I'm going to keep pushing. You know, y'all pray for me and these rugrats of mine because, you know, they out of school for another week, okay? And, you know, and just pray for the world because this whole coronavirus thing is just like, what in the Sam sausage is going on? Like, what? Like, you know, I'm getting the kids amped up for school. You got school on Monday? No, they out of school for another week. So that don't make me feel good at all. Because I swear, it's like my kids getting more fights than they just do. Like, it'd be over the smallest thing. But ain't that funny how you probably did that when you was a kid? Because I know, you know, me and my brother and my cousins, like, we used to nitpick on each other. And it used to drive my mom, my aunt, and my grandmother crazy. So it's like, ha ha, you got it back. Like, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And my daughter go, Mommy, we got, you know, we gonna fight. We're kids. I'm like, I know that. But if it leads to anybody crying, I'm busting throat. Don't take that literally. But still, like man, like, oh my gosh. Like I am literally like hearing my mom's voice in my head when we used to play and she's like, oh, sit down, y'all gonna play so much and you gonna make somebody cry. And what, 5 minutes later, who crying? Or you gonna break something. Yeah, that happened too. I'm not gonna name names, but somebody stepped on the little table in the living room and it broke in the middle. Somebody broke baby Jesus. We had a baby Jesus set up, you know, and Mary, Joseph, him in the little hay. And somebody cracked somebody cracked Joseph. And then somebody broke the baby. Okay. Somebody broke the fish tank. Again, I ain't naming no names, but it was only a few of us in the house. You know, stuff like that. But somebody set a car on fire. Firefighters had to come to the house, you know, set it out, whatever. Yeah. Yeah. I had an interesting childhood. I did. You know, somebody fell into the water, you know, in front of the house, you know, trying to be like, you know, try to jump over a ditch, you slip, whoop, in the water, that type of situation. But again, I'm not naming no names because that would be wrong. But I have to tell y'all about that in videos to come. So if you like this video, please give me a big thumb up. Press that bell for notifications, share, comment. If you're new here, please subscribe, and let me know in the comments down below if you want to hear about the story of the broken baby Jesus, or if you want to hear about who actually almost drowned in the ditch by the house, or if you really want to know how the car got set on fire. Just comment down below, and I will give you a lovely story. I promise it's gonna be interesting. So listen, I'll see you next time on Get to Know Me. Peace.